Okay.
Nothing.
Cool. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the PJC cast, or the Proud Jacuzzi Crew, where we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. My name's Dane.
My name's Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And again, for the third time, the hat trick episode
It's a three-peat.
of the Quick Dip, we have our friend Zappa, who you just heard.
Yes, I'm Zappa.
Spoilers.
And Zappa's joining us today from his podcast, which is
In medias res.
what? What do you do there? What do you,
We
what do
talk
you do
about
there?
What do we even do?
What are you even doing?
Building in there.
It's a secret. No, we talk about a bunch of nerdy stuff. We talk about TV shows, comic books, movies, all kinds of things like that. And we review it and see how nerdy it actually is to someone who is not very nerdy, which would be my girlfriend.
That the clashing of the worlds.
Exactly.
That sounds like fun. But we don't do that here.
No, you don't.
No.
It would be a better podcast if you did.
It'd be your podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it would be IP theft. Though.
Yeah.
Right.
IP freely. So
Very good.
no, I'm pee shy. I don't pee freely. I only under very specific
You're
circumstances.
more of a Dick Hurts, I would say.
I guess so. That's
struggle
true.
is real.
Yeah, but you brought us Would You Rathers.
I brought you one.
One more.
From
Would you
afar.
rather?
Yeah.
This
Singular.
last one.
The final Would You Rather.
Frontier.
This is also from Brittany, from Desertville, USA.
Yeah.
Desert Town, whatever.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It goes
It's
by
all
many
fake.
names.
So, would you rather gush like a waterfall or scream like a howler monkey?
Huh.
Titillating.
That's it. Huh?
That's it.
That's all she said?
That's all we got.
Wicked.
Gush like a waterfall. So
Gush.
that's sweating, right?
Sinful.
Or
Oh.
drool.
Like
Or troll.
like an old karate movie
What?
where they bleed and it says
So if ever you get a paper cut, it's
Right.
just
Yeah.
blood out
Your
the
arm
wazoo.
like pops off.
yeah.
Wait, does your arm pop off or does the paper cut gush like a waterfall?
Either way.
Both ways.
Both ways.
Always.
Either wound will
Simultaneously.
gush.
Both ways.
What are you
All
doing
right,
over there,
no
Brian?
wrong.
Nothing. Enjoying the dialogue.
Gush like a waterfall.
Sting
or
like a bee. I mean,
howl like a monkey?
Now, if
A
I could
howler
make
monkey, yeah.
that old George Foreman grill gush,
Oh,
Delicious.
that'd make me
ew,
the
that's
merriest
not the fat
man of
it's
all.
knocking out.
You guys are getting it's very sexual with this, so I think you guys want to talk about like this as if it's a sexual thing.
Dane, everything is a sexual
She
thing.
didn't
Yeah.
say it's a sexual thing.
No. But everything deep down is a sexual thing, according to Freud.
Anything's a sexual thing if you're brave enough.
Cactus? Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Very.
Razor blades? Sure.
Oh,
Yeah? Under the
must.
right circumstances.
Razor blade cactus? Absolutely.
Razor blade sweat.
There you go.
Ooh, a reprisal.
Very sexual.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps just
That's
now.
a reference.
You gave him goosies.
Okay. I honestly was trying to think of a past episode title. Couldn't think of one.
Give me goosies.
Couldn't. Yeah, no, I got that, and I tried to come up with another one.
Razor blade sweater.
Okay. Oh, Clifford the Cybernetic Warhound, episode
Yeah.
4. There you go.
Have you guys named an episode Baboli yet?
No, we haven't.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's funny.
It's kind of a background joke.
Man, now I'm craving
Wait,
Baboli.
hold on. What's that? What do I hear? In the distance? Oh, is that a coyote? No, I think it's Dane.
Is that what you wanting? Is that what you wanted? I feel very pimped into that.
Yes.
You were used for your gushing.
You gushed out that
Maybe
noise.
that is the gush.
Yeah.
Maybe you're like gushing. Maybe you're gushing like praise upon someone.
Or maybe that's the screaming.
There is literally a line in Harry Potter where the line is, you know, Harry, Snape ejaculated.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not physically gushing,
Yeah.
Harry!
but it's just you're always enthusiastic and gushing about it.
Right.
What was JK thinking there? She knows what that word means. She could have chose a
Harry.
different word.
Getting wild with a thesaurus.
Didn't.
Harry!
Oh, Harry.
Someone made a meme of it and was like, he nutted.
What a nutter. Oh my.
I did my nut on stage ejaculating at Harry.
Come. Howler monkey. That's a loud howl
It is, yeah.
in any circumstance. Like, I feel like even if this was a specifically sexual thing, which I'm not yet saying it is,
Sure.
but it might be.
Yeah.
You're pointing very tenaciously,
Vigorously.
ejaculating your finger
Thrusting
at us.
that finger.
But even if this was a sexual thing, I feel like that, like a howler monkey howl would throw everyone off.
Right.
How do they
All
howl?
involved.
What do they sound like?
I'm not
They're very loud.
I'll
like
have
a
what
shrieking.
he's having.
a banana.
Because that's the question, right? Is how loud is so loud that you freak your partner out?
Like about a howler monkey, I think.
I
I
would
think that's
imagine
about
that's
it.
pretty much
That's
the level,
probably
right?
about it. That's
Yeah.
probably about
But then
right.
if you gush like that, like some people might be into that, but
Some people might.
just might maybe.
Some
Well, I
people
think, again,
are.
it depends on what we're talking about when it comes to gushing.
Waterfall.
Yeah.
Waterfall.
Yeah, that's a lot of water.
Maybe you're sweating.
Because if you think about it,
Sweating
Yeah.
like a waterfall.
Ugh.
a waterfall generates a lot of power. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of water.
I
coming
came
from
in
a
like a
waterfall.
waterfall. Miley Cyrus.
Classic.
Yeah.
Bubbly.
Sorry for ejaculating that real quick, guys.
Yeah, no.
I really gushed out of you.
All over your
did.
ear holes.
Ugh.
Nasty.
Nasty.
Oh,
I
I'm
need
the
a
one that
towel.
made it weird. Yeah.
I don't know, something about the word ear holes.
That just gets you. Huh?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah.
For that second.
What
now
if you
I'm fine
What
with
if
it.
you gushed out of your ear holes like a waterfall?
Like after swimming,
Sure.
shake it out, shake it
Like
shake
a,
it off,
Like a fish falls
shake it
out.
off. Yeah, whole sandcastle,
Yeah.
a killer whale.
Hell, that get in there.
I am a human cartoon. So I mean, ugh.
Either one of these is bad because okay, so let me pose it to you this way: if it is not a sexual situation,
Right.
when are you screaming like a howler monkey?
Right.
At all times.
Like that is just the only way you communicate is through
You're
howler monkey
scared?
scream?
If you're in terrible pain,
Yeah.
Right, but I can't think of a lot of
Excited?
times when I've been in enough pain that I've exclaimed. And that, to be fair, I am a very quiet person.
Yeah.
There's a
With a
popular
deep,
story.
deep low rumble.
Right, exactly. There's a popular story that Maggie likes to tell about how restrained I am in all my emotions, where roller coasters terrify me. I don't like heights, and I don't
Really?
like going very fast.
Oh, okay.
And we went on a roller coaster when I took her to Harry Potter Land for her birthday. And we get to the top, and this thing is about to go down at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And my reaction is, oh, jeez.
And she just like she couldn't handle that from you because you would just
She'd never heard me sound so terrified in my
Effused.
life. Yeah. Any
She's like,
emotion
"Oh,
at all.
I hope Zap's okay.
Yeah.
because
Well,
she calls
she
you
doesn't
Zap
usually
too.
call me Zap.
No, she calls you Zap too.
And no.
No, okay. She
She's
calls you-
never screamed like a howler monkey zap.
Zap!
Oh, Zap!
Zap, we gotta fight the moon man.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where would you scream IRL?
Yeah, because when was the last time you screamed? Like, really screamed?
I got
Okay,
mad at work.
I'm not going to ask you that question.
Yeah.
Jimmy or Brian, when was the
Normal
last time either
people.
of you screamed?
Man, I got mad at someone.
Did you?
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you like
It
literally
wasn't
screamed.
funny.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. But I was loud. The time before that was for a movie.
Sure.
I played it and a British poker player
Really?
in high school.
Oh.
And I was just
Give us one of those
screaming.
British card shark screams. I gotta break me off a piece of this.
Ooh, Let me just dust off that rust.
You love the English characters. Hello. There it is.
Wait, that's the scream though.
I'm a poker player.
This is his English accent. He always sounds like a baby.
Wait, I'm scared.
That is the British equivalent of a scream.
Oh, bother.
If you were around any other British people, they would tell you to shut up. Keep your emotions on the inside.
Calm down, sir.
And carry on. I think I would probably gush like a waterfall, both sexually and unsexually, just because it's impressive.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's just like the force. And like I could rent myself out to Zen Buddhist temples so they can meditate under me.
Sure.
Yeah. No, they would.
No, they would.
No, listen.
No, it's all right. They would.
They would.
Yeah, no, they definitely would not.
And like I could like
Especially not the sexual kind.
No. Well, maybe not the sexual kind, but like maybe I'm just sweating. Or I could like have my own water slide at any point. Or like
just raise up your arm and out of your pits a river doth flow.
That's right. I'm the human hydrant and superpower type of thing too. Where I'm just like I'm cascading my gallons upon you. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Wow.
Cascading my gallons
How
upon
are we
you.
the ones that were accused of being overly sexual of this?
I never said that was sexual.
That's the name of my fucking memoirs.
When has anyone ever said, I'm going to cascade my gallons on you? And not been sexual.
Well, nobody's had that superpower yet, Zappa. So I don't know yet.
I'm going to cascade my gallons on you, Reed Richards, said the Submariner.
It's the last thing I do.
Doom!
By the way, it's a sex thing.
I'm
so
getting
you know.
off.
Fear Doom's metal dick. I'm assuming his dick is made of metal.
Yeah, well, at least plated.
It's a safe assumption.
Or it's like segmented so that when it inside the arm. Anyway.
No, go on.
Yeah.
No one
You
stopped
had my
you.
attention.
Well, you know how aroused he is by the number of clinks it makes because it goes like clink, 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 clink as it races up.
So it's ratcheting, is what you're saying.
It's ratchet.
He has a ratchet dick. Yes, it's got to keep it well oiled.
Ratchet ass dick.
Shifting into high gear.
Yeah. Well, some days it's only like you need it 2, and some days you definitely need it 4.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, you just need that extra.
What about you guys? What would you answer for
Hold
this
on.
one?
I want to. What sound does it make when it goes down?
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
Very good.
I would imagine it's something like anything when you hit, you just have like a quick release because it's like
Just like clang.
right, exactly. It just like
abort this boner.
Doom's dick. What would you guys answer?
What even is the question? Would you
like?
Would you rather gush like a waterfall or
squirt,
scream like a
or
howler?
yell? I'd yell.
You'd yell like a howler monkey?
As gushing seems uncomfortable. I don't want
Does it make you uncomfortable, or you think you would make other people
It
uncomfortable?
would make everyone uncomfortable. Myself, most importantly, because I'm the most important person
You are.
to me.
Yeah. You're everything we hope for.
I am every woman.
You're the best of us.
You are the best of us. The rest of us. The last of us.
Butcher, you are the best of us.
What about you, Brian?
I would gush like a waterfall.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Sounds real hot. Yeah. Gush like a waterfall sounds so powerful.
Oh.
And I would get lots of tarps.
Just everywhere you need
I'd
to go.
I'd stay real hydrated. Stay real.
Man, you have to.
Yeah.
Is that
And it is definitely a sex thing. Such a sex thing.
Brian, you're making me uncomfortable now.
Oh, sex thing.
Is it because of the deep eye contact that's going on in this hot tub?
Unbroken.
Is it that I'm an inch away from you as I'm talking?
Your hot breath upon my cheek.
Sex thing.
Oh, no.
Say it. Sex thing.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Vampire.
What? Where'd that-
That's my Twilight joke.
Oh, okay. Zappa, please.
I would scream like a howler monkey for one simple reason.
Yeah.
lack of property damage.
Oh, interesting.
Because here's the thing.
You don't want to be liable.
Yeah, no, I don't. I would like to get my deposits back. I would like to not have, I would like to not have to live in a riverbed.
Okay.
Mostly is kind of how I'm thinking. Like, because you can communication, as our last product corner told us.
Oh yeah,
is key.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that ladies are all about communication.
That is true.
So as long as you
Guys too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As long as you tell your partner that you are going to scream like a howler monkey,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be okay.
Heads up.
And if they can't handle
This is
you at
gonna
your,
get real weird.
You hand them some earplugs, like, you're gonna need.
you're
I got
Right.
I got a real kinky little bedroom article for you. It's a pair of earmuffs.
Yeah, because here's the thing: it's far easier to soundproof your place than it is to insulate it from vast amounts of fluids.
That's true.
Fluid.
Gallons.
Sex thing. I said it. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Mitigating cost.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like any other situation in which you can scream like a howler monkey might be a little impressive.
Right.
Be like, oh my god, who let this monkey in here? Nobody
Man.
can know it was me.
Me, a cab driver, wants to take that person in my cab because they hailed me so loudly.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, that was a good fun one.
How good and fun.
That was 3 kinds of good and fun.
You know what is fun 3 times?
What is that?
Marry, fuck, kill.
Ah,
Hey.
good segue.
Yeah.
It's like we rehearsed that one. We didn't.
We didn't.
Not at all.
We did fucking just shut up. We did not.
It's all in.
Stepping on my line.
Oh, sorry, I was reading the script wrong. Am I too late?
Yes.
Where's my cue?
Yes, you are. Now,
What's my motivation?
On your mark. Get on your mark.
comedy
Stand on this tape.
in this hot
podcast
tub.
tape.
Podcast
tape.
Aqua Tape. Podcast Aqua Tape. Name of the episode.
Are you guys selling that?
Yeah, now we are.
Yeah, cool.
$100 million a foot.
Fruit by the foot.
Buy it now.
All right. What's our next thing?
Is marry, fuck, kill, I said.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
So do it.
It's we marry one thing, fuck a second thing, and kill a third thing.
Ooh.
And this week, our lucky contestants are a residential neighborhood,
Sure.
What?
a commercial neighborhood, or an industrial neighborhood.
What the fuck?
Marry, fuck, kill.
Civic planning in the bedroom.
It's
This is the
Sid
Sim
Meier's
City.
marry, fuck, kill.
Sid Meier, you dirty boy.
Okay. Residential, industrial, and commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So residential, where the people live.
Yeah.
Suburbs. Suburban. Residentials.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of little trees, parks,
Well, sometimes.
sidewalks.
I come from a land of no trees.
That's right.
Joshua trees.
Yeah.
There you go.
I also come from a land down under.
Where women glow and men plunder.
Yeah.
What
Not
are they,
right,
what are they
but-
plondering? Are they stealing?
Joshua trees.
Yeah.
Thunder.
You know, actually, people do steal trees.
Do they?
Yeah.
What?
It's a very lucrative business
Really?
because trees are very expensive
In Desert Town?
and anywhere.
In
Oh, I guess so.
in the dark world of tree theft.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you guys how I know this because that could be entrapment.
Uh-oh. How grown a tree are we talking?
Usually smaller trees are better because they're easier to move.
Right.
But more mature trees are, obviously
Interesting.
very expensive.
What if entrapment was Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery stealing trees?
Oh, shit.
That'd be hilarious.
Be a much better movie.
Tell me, Catherine Zeta, got wood.
Diamonds are for chumps. We're all about trees now. Give me that maple.
Yeah.
Okay. Industrial. Dirty. But
Not
productive.
necessarily. Dirty.
No? Why do you say that?
Well, have you ever been into an industrial district?
Only to industrial parties.
Yeah, they're not necessarily dirty because they're not all necessarily like heavy manufacturing.
Okay, that's what I imagined because
Right.
I've only played SimCity.
Yeah. So, not always
Billowing
that bad.
smoke.
Always very kind of sterile.
Sterile.
Yeah.
Functional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like my
They're business
fucking.
like.
Like your
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
Like
we...
like a syringe.
Yeah, let's keep it efficient, guys.
Yeah.
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 One squirt and I'm
parking.
done.
Let's get down to business.
It's business time.
Yes.
And business is very good.
Business is booming.
Lot of
Gushing
parking.
even.
Lot of like sculpture. I want to say, or is that commercial?
I think it would be more commercial.
That would be more commercial.
Yeah.
The
Like, what is the point of having a sculpture in industrial complex?
I don't know.
For the workers? Don't make me laugh.
This is the robber baron who's oppressing you. Idolize him, or else.
Pay your respects, and clock into the clock. Almighty clock. And then commercial.
Yeah.
They sell stuff.
Yeah, it's like a shopping district.
Okay. So, capitalism.
I would say the shopping district probably has more trees and nice things because they want to make you go there.
Then industrial.
They want to make you come.
They do want you to make you come there.
Yeah.
To that place.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of, like, advertisements, though.
Sure. Sandwich boards and such.
Yeah.
But also shit with brand logos on them to buy anyway.
But
Yeah.
also, you can find anything you want to find.
Anything you want.
Anything.
Anything you could get.
Everything is for sale.
Even people.
Wait.
Well, no.
No, that's not
That's
good.
slavery.
Yeah, I guess so.
I want to be
Where people are. So you want to be in the residential neighborhood then, because that's where a lot of people are.
maybe.
I think I'd marry residential
Okay.
because it's comfortable. You'd always have like a ride somewhere because moms are going places in their minivans and there's cookouts. I don't know.
So in your mind, moms just give rides to people. That's how.
Well, if I'm
that's how
married to the
moms
neighborhood, if I'm married to the
You're
neighborhood,
married to every mom. I'm every mom. It's all in me.
yeah,
Oh, jeez.
and every dad.
Yeah.
And every single person. I'd be married to the entire neighborhood. Like, holy cow.
I suppose that is how that works.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah, wait. I thought we were marrying the neighborhood, not the people.
Yeah, I was figuring it as like the
Do you-
sort of spirit of the place.
Do you gain their powers?
What is the spirit of the place, if not the people within it? The community.
You'd be like that entity from fucking Rick and Morty, where they're all the one thing.
It's a hive mind?
Yeah.
You'd
So it'd be a hive mind.
of residential suburbanites.
So I'd marry that. I would fuck the oh man, I'm split actually on this one. I think I would fuck the all business,
Yeah.
because the cold detachment might be a turn on for me, where it's just like, this is a transaction, nothing else. And we're just going to do this and then move on because we got other things to do. I got a lunch to go to in the other town next door, says the whole fucking
I've got a
industrial
lunch. Do you think that this is Hollywood? Is that what you think industry is?
I think that's what business is.
Sure.
Industry.
I'm gonna do you in the butt, which is a Panda Express. Kinky.
And then I would kill the commercial neighborhood because you know what? Capitalism needs to go down.
Sure. Fight
Down
the
a
power.
peg or two.
Or get pegged.
Or get
Panda Express.
You can make that decision, Zappa.
Sure.
I'm gonna kill it. Because just all the blaring commercials in my face and like, strip malls are gross. And Panda Express.
Panda Express.
Panda Express, the place where apparently people do it in the butt a lot.
It is the butthole of the commercial district, I have said.
Yeah, so that's what I would do.
Very good. I think my answer might be the same of yours, but I'm not sure because I wasn't listening to the first half of
Right,
your response.
sure. No, that's
Tuned
fair.
out.
Okay. So I would marry the residential section because
Yes.
it's homey and peaceful. Hopefully, actually, depending on where you are, the residential area might not be very peaceful at all.
American Beauty over here.
It's a thing you can live with.
The
I
rod
don't
is
know.
under the surface.
Exactly. It's a David Lynch film, and everybody's secretly fucking everybody else. Then there's a dark person, and there's
Excuse me?
weird room, and they talk backwards, and but you're married to it. And I would fuck the industrial section because it's like kind of like metal and punk rock. It's like, yeah, clang, whistle for lunch.
That's so punk rock.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Stop talking, Brian. My hard on is too hard.
I know. I'm
like
sorry.
steel.
It's hard like steel is.
Gushing like a waterfall.
That's right.
And I would
like a waterfall.
and I would kill the commercial district because it's just gross and consumerist and
fake,
shallow.
right? Shallow. Like you'd see right through that veneer to the cheap drywall
This whole
underneath.
place smells like Panda Express.
So like butts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How did Panda Express wrong you, Brian? What did it do to you?
Where did Panda touch you?
You don't want to know.
I don't. I actually don't.
You know?
Don't know why I asked. Sorry, Brian. Hey, just cozy into that hot tub jet and just relax a little bit because we're still in a hot tub right now. What about you, Zap?
Oh boy.
Hooba stank.
Yeah. Hooba Stank, which is a band. Thank you, Dane.
We've made it.
Let
We've
us not
come
forget.
full circle in bad references.
Is that even a reference?
It's
It's just him beside himself.
it sounded kind of like a thing that I had said.
At one point in my life, I wanted to start a cover band called Tuba Stank, where it was just me playing tuba
Dane,
and a guy singing Tuba Stank songs.
why are you running away, Dane?
Follow your bliss.
We couldn't get it together, guys.
Yeah.
We couldn't.
I can't imagine.
The songs were too bad. They were just too bad.
Just horrible. So I would kill the residential neighborhood. Because you know what? I am not for the homey comforts. Give me some excitement.
Yeah.
All right. It's just boring after a while.
Yeah.
I want something else, which is why I would marry the consumer district.
Oh, interesting.
Always something a little different.
Yeah.
Always trying new things. Always very exciting.
Trying to please you.
Right, exactly. You know, it really goes above and beyond, which I really expect. And I would fuck that industrial district, getting down and dirty. Oh, cement floors? Yes.
Yes.
All about that. Grease, sparks flying. I'm all about it.
Chunks of metal
Yeah,
just flying around.
Metal shavings.
Yeah.
yeah.
Lots of sharp
it's
metal.
dangerous is what it is.
It
And that,
is.
that adds something to it.
It does. An edge.
Yeah,
Good edge.
yeah.
Fine edge. The guitarist for you two. And then what?
That was it. That was all three.
That was the three.
Oh, you
Did you
killed
want me to come up with a secret fourth category?
It's been done before.
Well, I would ferry the... I don't know. That's where I fuck and marry a thing.
The fairy
interesting.
dimension.
Right.
I thought that's like where you carry something from one place to another.
It is also that.
Yeah. That'd be nice of you to do for
Sure.
a fourth neighborhood.
What is it? What is a fourth kind of district?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
The entertainment district?
Okay.
Sure. Kind of commercial, but, you know, maybe a little bit different.
Well, it's more creative. It's more artsy. It's more from the heart.
See.
See. Heartsy. Artsy, fartsy, heartsy.
Anyway, I'm done.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Quick, Jimmy, go.
quick.
Before I make another terrible reference.
Hurry before he
Listen.
starts gushing.
Let me just say some words that are very rhymable.
Timeable.
Very good. I think I'm gonna fuck the commercial district
Okay.
because they
Bright lights, big city.
are the most fun.
They are pretty fun over
Like
there.
home is where the heart is,
But
but
not where the fart is.
not where the fart is. That's the commercial district.
Also, Home Goods.
Home Goods
Yeah.
They got
and
beds there.
Bed Bath and Beyonds
Yeah.
might be there as well.
Who knows what's in that Beyond? the
And all
On his dick.
you're
movie
all,
Click. That's where the Beyond is.
you're all correct.
You're right,
plus.
every one of you.
A plus to everyone in
you-
this class.
and
Everyone
you-
gets a gold star. Yay.
And they're all worth so much. I'm gonna marry the residential area. Because it's reliable. It's old reliable.
Leave it to Beaver.
It's
Leave
where
it
I
to
live
Butcher.
and where it lives. But I'm gonna kill that industry.
Yeah.
Kill industry.
Kill it.
Kill
Kill
the
it dead.
industry. This is a
Seize the means of production
This is
and
Right.
kill it.
communist allegory.
Congratulations, your local economy has collapsed because you killed the industrial district.
I did it all by myself with Would You Rather magic.
Truly, you are the butcher.
I've done it. Yay.
Right on.
Yay.
All right, we did it, guys. Oh, we're done with this part, but then we got this next part
But
coming
wait.
up. But wait.
Are you ready for the secret reveal?
Oh, is
The
it?
secret that I promised on the last episode?
Yeah. Go back
have-
and listen to it.
So, 2 episodes ago,
Yeah.
we made a lot of jokes about references.
Yeah.
And you guys referenced a thing called sounding. I have no idea what that is. I've just been laughing this whole time.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
Twist.
This is
What
what
a
we're
This
gonna.
is an
This
M.
is
Night Shyamalan twist.
Brian. Would you please do the honors?
Sounding is when you take a thin metal, a thin rod of some kind, like
Sure.
ceramic, metal, whatever, and you stick it down your urethra
your
for
pee hole.
pleasure.
For pleasure.
For pleasure.
Yeah, that definitely sounds pleasurable.
Yeah.
Sounds.
You could also use your fingers.
No. I mean, maybe
How
after a
big is
while,
your urethra?
you can get different size rods.
Let me tell
Oh,
you.
sure.
You can fucking
It's a
gauge your
gradual thing.
fucking pee hole.
I knew,
Whoa!
I knew a guy
Yeah.
who once got his dick pierced and then gauged it.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good for him to
Yeah.
do that. All right. Well, there's a mystery segment coming up if you want us to stick around for that.
You know what the
Oh.
ladies like? Dicks with fucking holes in them.
I hope you enjoy what's coming next.
Coming like a waterfall.
Some guys, I'm sure. Yeah. Some people.
No one.
Never can tell, Jimmy. Never can tell.
If there's one thing that everybody loves, is a Swiss cheese dick.
Hey, baby, you like cheddar? No? Well, good.
Well, that's good to hear.
Fuck.
Previously on the PJC Mystery Hour.
Bjorn, you recognize that this is someone that you know. This is another sort of underground monster fellow who goes by Skinner.
Why is the junkyard open so late, Skinner?
If you must know, I thought I heard something in the forest, something big. I took this old thing here and kind of checked around the surrounding areas. Listen, I didn't find anything, but I chased the noise all the way down to the lake. You look over at the forest and you see that there's like a bunch more dogs, like at least 15 of these things. And you hear a loud metal thud coming from outside the van. What is surrounding the van instead is a very shoddy looking metal like prison cage. It looks like it was really kind of fucking ham-fisted together, this thing. Like, it doesn't look like they're not like iron bars, they're like... It looks like several different pieces of Play-Doh metal have been kind of smashed together to make the jagged little prison box. And it's just large enough to sort of fit the whole van inside of it.
Okay. So much for that idea.
And there are no more dogs, which I don't think I mentioned.
Okay.
They are just gone.
all right. I walk back to the van.
So, you're saying we're like in Thunderdome?
You're in like a mini baby one.
Are the bars so tied up against the van that they couldn't open the doors, say?
Yeah, they could open them up like a little, but not all the way.
Not enough to get my ass out of the van.
Okay, so yeah, not enough to get his ass out of the van.
No. Or that is correct, yeah.
Okay, all right, great.
I kind of peek out the windows when I hear the noise stop.
Sorry, I don't think I'll be able to say it. The van, as I get closer to the van, the van's in a cage. The van's in a cage.
That wasn't the plan!
I know, it wasn't the plan.
Why'd you fuck up the plan?
I didn't fuck up the plan. They fucked up the plan.
Fucking dog.
All right?
Just like the duck.
Right. I teleport into the van.
Okay. So you're inside the van.
I hand back the rocket launcher a little bit reluctantly. Okay.
Hi, Lucy.
So,
Who runs Bartertown? What do we do if we're stuck in... I mean, you can teleport us.
yeah,
But-
it looks like I'm gonna have to.
Can we investigate a mystery
Uh,
from inside the van?
Not
or
from the inside of the van, perhaps from outside the van.
Okay.
You want to try to teleport us all outside the van?
Okay, everybody grab everything they want to bring with them out of the van.
I grab all my weapons.
Bjorn, you want to grab anything?
My pants.
Yeah, please. Okay, as soon as everybody's grabbed everything they want, I'll roll. Oh boy, I spent another point of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I didn't want to go in the water.
How bad was that?
Very bad.
Okay. All right. So you're all three of you with a pop. Give me a pop. You're outside of the van. In three pieces, I guess.
Kill me! Kill me!
Sorry. Just aim the bazooka at myself.
All right. So
I'm
now,
gonna take it now.
all right. So Shax and Bjorn, now you can see this fucking weird cage that is surrounding the van.
That's weird. That wasn't there before.
Fucking dogs, right?
Fucking dogs. So, where did this metal come from? Just shit out of the sky and landed here? Can I investigate this mystery now?
Yeah.
No. I was just gonna ask: does it look like there's metal bars underneath the van, or is it just around the van?
From as far as you can tell, it looks like it was. There's nothing underneath it. It is as if it was dropped from on top.
Okay.
But there are top bars.
Right.
I was like, go ahead, investigate.
Mystery. Alright. Fuck, I don't have sharp at all.
Give it a try.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, this isn't read a bad situation.
Well, no, you're investigating mystery.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what else to do.
That's all. That's
11?
No, 10.
That's still a
Six
great
and a 4.
success.
All
right, so you get to ask two of these questions available in the investigative mystery little area.
What sort of creature is it?
I mean that's fair because he said it wasn't a metal, like actually a metal cage, right? Like it's not.
Well,
it's not just
doesn't.
like
It just
pure
doesn't look like normal metal. I don't know if y'all have touched it or
It
anything.
had to be put here by something. It had to be made possibly by something. So yeah, I mean, this makes a certain amount of sense. Maybe we could try to figure out what it is by the evidence it left.
I mean, I can't modify any of these questions, right?
I mean, to a certain extent, but like in general.
All right, I'll just go with what happened here.
All right,
That is a great question.
So as far as you can tell, through no way that currently you could ever figure out or understand, this fucking little prison cell has dropped from above directly onto your van with intent. You assume that perhaps the little dogs tried to trap you just for this occasion. Just that's a weird way to say it, but just to try and trap you into this cage, perhaps. Though you don't know how the 2 + 2 = 4 in this way. And you get one more question.
maybe we should try to
Suggestions, guys?
maybe
what could hurt it?
maybe we should try to reason with the cage.
It's scared.
What does it want?
I mean, I'm resistant real bad to try to lick the cage, but I just want to know if it's made of the dogs. But yeah, that's my thought. But it's his questions.
How can we hurt the cage?
I mean, it is a metal cage. It through all its sort of its enormous mass, it doesn't feel like it's incredibly high quality metal. Like it almost feels like it's sort of leftovers.
Leftovers.
So,
Delicious.
so game question here.
Yeah.
For my mayhem ability,
Okay.
it says that when I grab a large object to use as an improvised weapon, do I need a target?
What do you have to do that? Like, do you have to roll or?
No. Just when you grab a nearby large object and use it as an improvised weapon, first determine how much damage it'll do based on the guidelines of the largeness of the item. After you inflict harm with it, with a kick-ass roll or otherwise, roll plus harm your weapon actually caused. On a miss, or use it without trouble.
Cause you're just super strong.
I guess so. Like I just go into berserker mode and can lift up.
General. To kick some ass.
Okay.
Like
So-
if or you could try at least.
I mean, I'm gonna try. So first thing we go over, I'm gonna lick it.
First things first.
Because in my head, I'm determined that the dog's turned into this cage. So I just want to see if it tastes the same as the goop on my foot.
All right. So the goop on your foot was also mixed with your blood. Remember?
Yeah.
You didn't taste anything
This isn't gonna taste like
but
blood.
your blood. It doesn't taste like blood. It tastes like a dirty, rusty metal.
Well,
You have
not
a bad
the-
taste in your mouth
It's
now.
not the dessert I was looking for. Okay. So yeah, I spread my arms as wide as possible and try to grab onto the bars and just try to heave this thing up off the van.
So if you're heaving it, what I'll say happens is...
Let me use a better choice of words.
Well, no. This is good. What actually ends up happening is that you fucking... You're just grabbing the two corner bars, right? I guess.
You're trying to get as wide a grip as possible.
Yeah.
I'm kind of picturing being at one of the corners, so I get a grip on one side of it and a
sure.
grip on the other to try to just
Okay.
get the best
Sure.
spread.
So what happens? You don't lift it up, but you accidentally sort of just loose these two bars out of the thing. It is much lighter. It is much lighter than you were expecting. By sort of looking at it, and you take off sort of the top with it, but like you just unfucking do the bottom from like the bottom whatever, the bottom of the cage.
Okay. So I mildly surprised. I just went, that was weird. And gently set that down next to me so don't fucking damage the van. And then I just start grabbing the posts that are now, since they are detached from a top piece, just go and start pulling them out so that we can get the van out.
Yeah, they all just come out loose. At a certain point, the top part of the cage just kind of falls down.
We said I took that off with the first
Well,
one.
it kind of loosed from it. It's because it's the top was a whole row,
Okay.
but at a certain point, it kind of just falls down, and you can kind of grab all of it
Okay.
and just heave it off.
Okay.
I'm
pulling this all away so that I don't hurt the van.
you have loosed you have
trying.
freed the van from its clutches.
I've defeated you, Cage.
So there are no more little doggos, and you have the remnants of a rusty, shitty cage left here.
Where do rusty, shitty cages come from? Says I, stroking my brawny paper towel beard. A shitty junkyard, perhaps.
What was it? Skinner? Yeah. Bjorn, I think your friend Skinner wasn't quite on the level.
Yeah, almost like he's a villain.
I pick up one of the spears of the side of the cage. I'm like, this looks like a fucking skinny man's handiwork. I just throw it out to the lake.
It falls in with a bloop. It floats.
Yep, see, shitty handiwork floats.
Only garbage floats, everybody knows.
So
So what do you
Now
want to do?
that I'm out, can I? Are there any like signs from these gaseous dogs, or do they leave any footprints or
I mean,
markings of any other kind?
the dirt's kind of rustled up, but nothing beyond that. Like they don't really have a footprint to say. Like their feet are kind of just little knobs.
Okay. So their footfalls are like little farts on the sand.
Yeah.
So are we going back? Do you want to run in the woods, or go back to where the shitty cage likely came from, magically from the sky?
I think we need to go back and talk to Skinner.
Yeah.
And I grab one of the spears and load it into the back of the car, or one of the posts and load it into the back of the van.
Yeah, sounds good by me.
All right.
All right. I like 12
Hop in the
pointed out of the out of the woods.
All right. So you drive back to the junkyard. We'll say that all took an hour, so it's probably... I've lost sort of track of the timeline I've set up, but we'll say it's...
It was 10:30 when we were at the junkyard the first time.
Okay, we'll say it's just about midnight now then.
But should one of us get out before we get there
That's a good question.
to like look from the sidelines?
This is all pretty flat, right? Like terrain-wise? We
Ish.
can't get quite a high advantage on the
it's
junkyard.
a lot, not over the trees, because it's all in the forest.
But around this junkyard, someone could get out, get into a concealed location, perhaps.
Just
That
to scope
sounds like a
things
great
out.
job for a bear. Going through the woods.
All right. Who else? Who's driving? Who's with your fucked up feet?
Well, could you perhaps drive to the location almost,
Yes.
and
okay.
then get
Like
out,
we-
turn into a bear? Maybe.
Just turn to a bear in the driver's seat.
Ever the voice of reason, Jimmy.
Okay. So I need to turn into a bear now. 15 minutes away. All right, so you pull up to almost the scrapyard, and you get out and you transform into a bear, effortlessly. What do you do?
Shit in the woods.
Oh.
Yes.
Da, da, da. I've been holding it in this whole time.
Well, if you're gonna go, I'm gonna go. Fine. Back in the van.
Fine.
All right. So then you two continue on to confront Skinner while I lurk in the shadows. Perhaps.
What is
Hang
your
on.
goal? I thought you were spying.
Yeah, what's the intent here?
I was planning on having something like not showing all our cards to this person we don't trust, which is why I prefer you be out with this fucking monster gun. But
Okay, I thought you were. I misunderstood.
okay,
the
let's
situation.
spy. I'll
I thought
spy.
you were gonna do a little bit of recon.
Yeah,
I just imagine
I
it
think
was-
recon is a better idea.
I thought you were just gonna like scout the perimeter and see what's going on.
I thought it was a lit up junkyard, and
It's a lit up shack in the junkyard. The junkyard
Okay.
itself doesn't have any lights, at least lights that are on.
all right, stealth mode.
After you transform into a bear, I'm like, look for any large cages. just evidence, you know.
So you, I guess you walk up enough to see kind of what the scene is. And it looks effectively just like how you left it. The front gate is still open, even though it's almost midnight now. And the light in the shack is still on. But you don't see Skinner anywhere, which, you know, isn't unreasonable. I don't know why he'd be standing outside just for no reason.
In case
But
he's waiting for us.
but you don't see him, I guess, just at all.
There's more than one way to skin a Skinner.
So that's the scene.
So can I investigate a mystery as a bear?
Sure. Yeah.
You can, but only bear mysteries. Like, where's the honey?
Yeah, I get. Well,
Where are the good trees to
maybe-
rub your back on?
Like,
maybe investigating a mystery isn't the right thing to do here,
Well, I mean,
because it's investigating a mystery generally sort of pertains like if something happened here specifically, or if the monster was for sure here.
would it maybe be like a read a bad situation?
That would I think that might be a little more apt here. Just so, as far as you're aware, you're going into enemy territory.
So you're like, what's our best way in? What dangers are there? You're trying to suss out.
Where'd be a good place to shoot a rocket launcher?
Yeah, look for any explosives.
Top of this tree.
9 plus whatever.
9.
9?
You don't have sharp,
Okay.
huh?
So you get to ask me one question off this. Yeah, well,
You're off
I'm
in
a
the woods
bear.
by yourself, dude.
Guys, I gotta ask a question. Okay.
Oh shit, Bjorn found someone. Or something.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
yes. And that is what I'm going to give you.
Very good.
But there are dangers that you have not noticed yet.
You could cut yourself on rusted metal.
Tetanus. It'll give you lockjaw.
That's the real hell.
All right, so
Yeah.
so your bear sense is just that you always trust. Let you know that this isn't a good fucking scene.
Can I sniff it out or? Am I
You're
done?
still kind of far away, I'd say, unless you want to get up close. But I feel like he knows that you're a werebear if he saw you. So if a bear just fucking walked in, he might know
Unrelated
what's up.
bear just walked in.
He might be like, "What are you?"
Bjorn was here earlier. And now there's a bear here.
Weird.
My name is Grover. I'm a friend of Bjorn's. I'm just passing through. Don't mind me.
I mean, there are multiple werebears in town. Or there were.
Not all werebears. I mean, come on.
Oh my god.
We mean well werebears look alike.
So you kind of have two options. You can go in by yourself, or you can kind of get back, let them know what you've seen, and go in as a team. It is up to you. Oh boy, the pressure of this decision.
Lit shack, middle of a junkyard. Gate open. Cage is dropping from the sky.
Cat's in the cradle, silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
So, alright, I'll go back.
Okay.
I was really tempted just running there naked. Shouting.
Real talk.
Purposely back to human.
Shouting. Oh god, Scanner, so terrible.
Oh, it was the worst. I really need a back massage. If you could maybe set that
Help
up.
me out.
The lust takes over.
Oh, that's right. His lustiness. We forgot about that.
So you go back and tell them what you saw. Do you guys want to go in, or do you want to?
I knew I was right to take all my shit in there the first time.
No more dicking around. Let's fuck his shit up.
All right, so I'm assuming that means you go in.
Let's trash this scrapyard.
Are you charging in, or are you trying to be sneaky, or what do you think?
Little column A, little column B.
I walk up like normal, guns drawn.
Sneaky, pointing at Jovial. Charge in, pointing at Shax.
Is Skinner a hunter?
You don't actually know, like you go kind of far back, but you don't know a ton about what he's all about. Like you just know him from being at the Monster Bar.
So, can I do mental dominion on him?
Oh, sorry. So you three are the only hunters.
But he's not a normal person.
He's a monster person, so it might. If you were trying to do that, I feel like it probably wouldn't work.
Okay.
Because he's not a normal civvy or whatever. All right, so I don't know if we got a real conclusion on.
I wouldn't happen to know, just being a demon, know what kind of demon he was, or what kind of monster he was, because he looked demonish.
You didn't get a clear read. I mean, he just kind of looked sort of generic-y, as far as you could tell.
I mean, I guess there's no harm in trying to sneak in.
Sneaky beaky.
Sure.
All right. So,
How thick is the fence around the place?
How thick is it?
Yeah.
It's just like a regular chain link fence. It's just 10 feet tall. It's not like reinforced or anything.
Guys, how about I cut a hole a ways up and we go in from the side?
That sounds super quiet. Let's do that.
Yeah. Super stealth, like John Rambo. That new movie that came out recently.
You know.
First Blood.
We all saw it together.
Oh, that's Sylvester Stallone. He's great. He'll never get weird plastic surgery and refuse to stop doing action movies.
I reach in the back of the van and find like a scrap of some old shirt that Bjorn has torn through at some point and just tie it off.
Very good.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right, so you find you kind of go around the back very sneakily, find an area that is perhaps especially kind of shadowed, and you do your thing. I'm not going to make you roll for this.
Sweet.
You're far enough away, like you can't. You basically don't have line of sight to the shack from here, so it's kind of the perfect place.
Ideal.
So you cut a we'll say a shack-shaped hole.
I was just thinking a shack-shaped hole.
He just uses his giant flaming sword to like a welding, like a fucking torch welder.
Hey, could you stand up against the fence while I just, I'll just cut around you.
I make a funny imprint.
You're such a cut up.
And you all sneak in. There's just like mountains of fucking scrap and bullshit. And we'll say you sort of make your way into eyesight, but like behind the shack. There's another window on this side you can see, and the lights are still on. From where you are, a bit of a distance away, you don't see anyone inside. What do you want to do? You want to try and sneak up to it, or do you want to?
I don't know. I mean, what does going to the guard shack gain us, really? It might be more worthwhile to look around and see if he's, there's any place he's obviously hiding something, like a big warehouse or something like that, maybe.
Like a wild west giant mechanical spider that drops cages.
Are there besides,
one of those?
Besides
Sure.
the shack in the middle, from where we're at, can we see any other buildings?
There's no other buildings as far as you can tell. It's just the shack in the middle. Which, if I didn't really mention before, it's effectively as big as sort of a studio apartment. It's kind of it's real little.
It's pretty small.
Yeah.
Guys, I could probably just shoot one at this, and we could be done for the night.
That's tempting.
I've taken out bigger apartments with less.
If the cops ask, I didn't hear that.
I'm a deputy. We're only allowed to shoot ducks.
Only ducks. Duckutized.
Shut up, God! Stop mocking me. We can just put a pin in that idea for later. Just saying, I know I can fuck that place up if it comes to it.
I kind of I don't know. I like the idea of looking around a place. I like the idea of doing a circuit of the place to see if there's anything I don't know, otherwise suspicious.
I'm down.
Okay, so I guess I don't think I'll make you roll for this either. Y'all are fine. There's pathways sort of through the metal, so it's not like you're stepping on loud ass metal. You're able to kind of keep your quiet. You go around the whole perimeter of the area, and unless there's something buried under a pile of scrap, nothing seems out of the ordinary to you.
Okay, no jacuzzi sized.
No.
Okay.
Some of these, to be fair, some of these mountains of scrap are very large. A jacuzzi could potentially be buried under one, but it doesn't seem feasible to you in the amount of time you potentially would have had to do such a thing.
In the 2 hours that we've been adventuring.
If he does have the ability to manipulate scrap metal, who knows? Okay, I guess we might as well check out the guard shack then.
Can we get around to the backside of it again and try to? Where are the windows on this?
There's one in the front and one in the back, and then a door on the front.
Who has the best chance of sneaking up to look in that back window?
I've got a cool of +1.
That's a cool -1.
Stat check. I have a charm of +2.
Yeah, we'll just charm the pants off this shack.
Love shack. Baby, love
Come to me,
shack.
window.
Or I'll just go knock on the front door, and you guys can look in the back.
So something I didn't mention, the door is wide open.
Okay, I try to cruise up on the place all subtle like the American ninja Michael Dudikoff.
To the front or the back?
To where the door is.
Okay.
Like an American ninja. Oh wait, actually, do I roll or I should ask before I roll.
mean, you can sneak. You don't see anyone still, so you can kind of sidle up to the side of the door if you're trying to just peek in, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think everything is still cool enough. There's no immediate pressure in this situation that you're aware of. So you peek in, and you see a tiny little shack. It's very lightly furnished. There is a bed, and like an old 80s TV. But the majorly striking thing about this room is the giant upturned rug with a hatch and a stairwell leading down.
I knew it. A hatch with a stairwell leading down.
Y'all want to go downstairs?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, at this point, we're hidden.
Okay, I head back out and I trot over to where you guys are, and I'm not really trying to be stealthy anymore. There's a
Get down!
there's a secret entrance into the ground. There's a hatch, like I told you guys, there was gonna be a hatch. There was a hatch.
I don't remember that conversation.
I was talking all about it on the way back. There's probably a hatch. I'm pretty sure I mentioned.
Did I get more Coke?
There's a hatch. We should go. We should go to the hatch.
Did you see any Coke?
I didn't look that carefully.
What good are you?
We can look when we go back. We don't have to go in the hatch immediately. We can do a little quick Coke check, then go down.
Roll for Coke check.
And that's a plus cool roll.
Okay, so I guess
Okay, yeah, we go
you're on
back.
the
Yeah,
shack,
we go
okay.
back. Yeah. We'll go ahead and I guess rifle around, see if there's any evidence first, or cocaine. But yeah.
You don't find anything but a half-empty cup of coffee on the little side table that he
I
has.
shatter the coffee cup to the ground. You're useless, caffeine.
It bounces off the ground. It's plastic.
Fuck.
I reach down, taste the spilled coffee.
It's shitty coffee. Shitty old coffee. It is not mixed with any fun cocaine.
Shitty coffee for a shitty trader with horns.
Cool. So everything's been effectively rifled.
Yeah.
Top side.
Okay. So who's gonna lead the way?
How deep down does it look like these stairs go?
You can't see the bottom.
Okay.
It's not lit though. Also, so
Out of frustration for not finding Coke,
Like you do. You know.
I'm just gonna grab a chair in this little shitty apartment,
Uh-huh.
and just throw it outside
oh boy,
in frustration.
it shatters. It makes a loud noise.
It's a little shitty chair. It doesn't make that much noise.
Falls on a pile of metal, probably.
He's the dungeon master, dude. You can't out dungeon master the dungeon master. Actually, it's a small chair and it doesn't make much noise. Also, there is cocaine.
I've never done this before.
I fucking took a sip of water and I almost spit it out.
Caught him off guard. Just got to gesture up to the sky.
What are you doing? What is this? What you're hearing voices?
That's weird.
That's weird.
I mean, I'm the angel.
I know, right? It's like the voting thing. I don't know how it happens to me and not you, but whatever. Okay, let's go down the hole.
All right, so you're leading, Shax?
Someone's got a flaming
I'm
sword.
sorry. I threw the chair out of frustration and I walked back in.
Okay. Do you want to lead?
Okay, I'll
It's
lead.
probably not.
Okay,
It's probably
okay.
not best for me to lead,
Okay,
because I'm big and
You've got a light source.
Sure.
I suppose that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, so Jovial leading the rest of you in tow. You go down the stone steps. The light from the shack fades, but you have the sword to kind of lead your way. After what seems like an incredible amount of time, you reach sort of the bottom. You're in a large, sort of cavernous, fucking enormous area. Think like the Bat Cave, but without computers and shit, right? It's just like a big fucking area. Once you get down, you see that you see a lot of odd things. You see a lot of what appear to be like little modern art pieces of scrapped together metal, of like things of like naturey things. Like there's like a small metal tree or like a small little rabbit made out of scrap metal, and just like all these different fake wildlife metal things that are just sort of strewn around the area. And as you sort of go a little bit deeper into the area, you see, much to your surprise and amazement, a scrapped together metal pedestal with the Anytown hot tub perched atop it.
Bum, bum, bum. I knew it.
There's perhaps also we'll say there's a spotlight.
I also expected that as well.
Another thing you notice, right next to the hot tub, there's a man tied up in a scrapped together metal chair. He's affixed to the chair not with rope but with metal. And Bjorn, you recognize this man as Charlie. Once you see Charlie, you remember that Charlie, in fact, actually runs the scrapyard.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
This realization hits you deeply.
Oh, to the deep.
Hey guys, I got something to tell you.
He sees you and he's like, Bjorn, is that you? Help! You gotta help! He's crazy!
I'm like, oh shit.
Crazy for scrap.
You're that other guy from the chess club. Fuck. High school was so long ago.
That's behind me. I work as a scrapyard man now. I'm pure scrap. After a little bit of this yelling, from even deeper in the cave, Skinner comes out, and he's hat off. His horns are fucking.
He's horny.
For everyone to see.
You horny douchebag.
And he kind of looks surprised, and a little frightened because y'all are heavily armed.
Just a little bit aroused, though, right? Just a little bit.
And he's
bonered.
yeah,
Maybe.
a little bit.
He's pitching a bit of a tent.
Like
Okay.
a half chub.
Then that's fair. We're pretty hot.
Angelic, if you will.
This is why we put Jovi on the front. Just to entice random people.
Let me just do down a few buttons. It's cool.
So
baby blues.
bat my eyes in slow motion.
That's right. I do have glowing eyes.
So he yells at you. He's like, "All right, guys, this." Oh, what is his voice? His voice was, "All right, guys, this isn't funny anymore. I don't know how you escape my perfect plan."
Do you mean that shitty ass cage?
What? Shitty? What do you?
Did you think it was good?
Listen, this is my art. I'm really proud of it.
You shouldn't be.
All right, listen. I don't come into your workplace and tell you how to do your job. And he just shrugs.
What is your job, Skinner?
What is your job, Skinner? You don't run the fucking scrapyard, as we've established, I guess, right?
That's right.
Right, Charlie? You didn't hire him, right?
Right. Charlie?
Charlie says, "Are you fucking no? Like, I'm tied the fuck up."
I mean, that doesn't mean you couldn't.
I
hire
mean,
the
maybe
guy.
you're into that, Charlie. We don't judge.
Listen,
Some
maybe
people make bad hiring decisions.
Yeah, Charlie, maybe you aren't a great boss.
I'm my own boss. I make my own hours 24/7.
Okay, somebody's a little bit big-headed about their industry. I'm beginning to understand why you're tied up. I turned to Skinner. I'm sorry you got to put up with this guy.
I know, right? Listen, you guys don't seem like bad demon monster people.
Actually, I'm an angel, but kind of the opposite. But whatever.
Holy shit, really?
I mean, I don't like to toot my own horn, but it kind of
Kind of like eyes you up and down a little bit. He's like,
I pout out my lips a little bit, and I make the peck stance a bit, just a bit, you know.
Are we still on the stairs?
you're on the ground. You're on the
No,
ground.
I think
Okay.
yeah.
I lean over at Jovial after he fucking scans him up down. Like, I think he just looked at your dick.
That's I mean, it's hard to miss, right?
It's half of me.
It is a good half of me.
He says, listen, I really don't want to have to kill you guys. You could just join me.
Oh man, somebody's being a little full of himself.
He's starting to get a little agitated that you're not taking him seriously.
So, I take him seriously.
Yes.
And I say, it's alright, Skinner. I remember you were a good guy in high school. You're a little weird, but we all were. We were in chess club.
What is it with you and the chess club?
Sounds like somebody peaked in high school.
So,
Judging by this art, yeah, he did.
simmer, guys. Let's not hate on him. We're
hating
all
on him.
freaks.
I'm not hating on
And
him.
as I do this, I keep moving closer towards him. Trying, non-threatening motions, gestures, keeping my distance from, what's that other guy's name? Charlie. Don't want to make it look like I'm going for Charlie. All my attention's on creepy Skinner. Like, it's cool, Skinner. Your art's pretty cool. And it could maybe be in, like, a coffee shop art show. I could maybe hook that up. Would you like that, Skinner?
Do you mean it?
Oh, I totally mean it. I mean, some of this is really good stuff.
You'd like to be in a coffee shop too, wouldn't you?
Do coffee shops exist yet?
No, I mean,
Some kind of coffee shop.
In any
does.
town, everything exists. You're right. I'm sorry.
Coffee shops have been around since like the 50s.
not with gift cards. That's still just a crazy dream. But one day.
One day, Joe. One day.
So, tranquilo, buddy. Let's take it down a notch. Maybe we can get you a nice art show. And how close am I to this person now?
I mean, not close enough. Like, you're edging closer, but he's wise to kind of what you're up to, and he's.
Are you gonna spring the trap on him yet, Bjorn? Are you ready to spring the trap on him?
Trap.
No trap. Well, can I do something where I try to
I guess you're trying, because
be cool?
it sounds like he's trying to manipulate Skinner.
I don't want to manipulate him. I want to act under pressure.
I want to manipulate him.
Manipulate.
I mean, it sounds like not because you have the crazy fucking manipulate that can mind control people, but it sounds like you're just trying to like regular charm manipulate him to calm
Sure,
down.
yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to be buds with him and de-escalate
I mean,
the way the police don't do.
So here's the thing. He's not a normal person, nor is he a hunter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's kind of, you can do. I mean, like you're what you're doing is sort of working, like for sure. But he's real riled up. Y'all have weapons.
Bjorn doesn't have a weapon.
I mean, that's true. He's letting you get closer. The other, you two, I imagine, are standing still.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he says, Bjorn, listen, I think you're one of the good ones, and and I'm gonna let you in on my scheme, all right? But you gotta promise me you're cool, all right? And if the other two can swear they're all right, then that's great.
Fuck. I swear I'm awesome. Go ahead. Finish with the monologue. Let's go.
Just doesn't say anything. It's like, I don't know if I'm cool. Am I cool, guys?
I like put the shotgun behind my back with one hand and give him a thumbs up with the other.
I de-ignite my flaming sword and I just like stick the hilt through the crotch of my pants. All cool like.
Through the crotch of your pants.
Yeah, like I take the hilt and I kind of like tuck it into the front of my jeans like it's a pistol.
If you ever accidentally ignite that thing, it's like a gun going off in the worst way.
That'll never happen, and it hasn't happened in the past. It didn't hurt a lot. Anyway,
I reach over and just grab the handle, see if it will work.
I start back.
You guys are a riot. I think I like you guys a lot. Listen, this is the 80s, and I'm all about anarchy, you see. I just love I just want to see what happens if the town falls apart because of this tub fucking magic nonsense, right? Like, I just gotta know.
Skinner, how'd you find out about the tub magic?
Did you not?
Not until we did some coke with the mayor.
That's how we're cool.
Listen, I'm all for anarchy, but drugs aren't, drugs aren't the answer, guys.
Okay, Nancy.
I mean, they got us the answer.
Okay, fair's fair. All's fair in love and drugs.
Still didn't answer me. How'd you find out about the tub magic?
It's ancient monster lore. I'm surprised you don't know it.
I mean, I was summoned. I don't know how old I am, really.
Tub, magic tub, magic tub, magic tub.
I guess
Remind me of the tub. What tub?
Nobody's fucking playing along. I'm just like, anyone. Everyone knows this fucking lyrics.
Okay.
Skinner's voice hurts my fucking throat.
Whew. Oh, it's so stuffy down here in the depths.
You need to get some central air up in here.
I'm working on it. That's my next little pet project.
After the art.
Sorry. What's funny?
Be cool, Shax.
Nothing. I was just curious what your order of priority was.
Well, art is always my number. Listen, all right, listen. If the tub stays here for 24 hours, the town will fall apart. And I just gotta know what that fucking looks like, because, man, that sounds wild.
Skinner, you seem like a cool dude for a weirdo who hangs out in the subterranean depths and makes crappy weird art.
What? Crap.
But here's the thing. That ain't gonna happen. We gotta bring the tub back. For reasons I forget, because it's been like 3 hours. But more importantly, though, if you're about the art, if everybody's gone tub crazy, who's gonna enjoy it?
He does have a point there.
I mean, I will.
Art isn't for yourself.
Skinner, you have all this art in this big cave. This is still part of the town. It's gonna tear this place apart.
Oh.
Your art's gonna get lost.
But think of all the new scrap metal I can use to make new art. It's like a scrapper's paradise. And I'll be the king. The king of Anarchy Town.
Skinner, if art falls in the woods, is there anybody there to see it?
Skinner, do you understand what anarchy is?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you guys are on board, if I'm being quite honest.
Well, before we get into that, how do you make this art? Do you have magic? You like Magneto mutant powers?
What's a Magneto?
I don't know when that came out in the Marvel
It's
universe.
before the 80s,
Yeah.
probably.
Sounds like nerd shit. Not into it.
We don't have that in heaven, says you.
No, we're cool and well, except for the fucking square douchebags. Actually, heaven's kind of lame.
So you ask him that, and he kind of like, he picks up one of his little creations. He picks up like a little tree that's next to him. And his hand sort of glows a little bit, and you can see the metal changing form. He kind of has it. He holds it over his arm, and as he sort of waves his hand over his arm, the metal transforms into kind of like effectively Wolverine claws, but like attached to his whole forearm, kind of like you know what I'm getting at.
Not through his arm, but
Yeah, just on top. So he's now armed, and he says, "Just like this, Bjorn."
those look a lot better than that cage did. Just saying. Look, I'm seeing progress.
Don't you talk about my cage that way.
Well,
I tried to compliment him. I don't know what he wants.
I think you
ever talk about my cage that way.
I spent a really long time on that cage to get the dimensions just right.
maybe you want to show him that cage that you saved a piece of.
Like running out to the van to go get that piece.
Didn't you bring it with you? No?
No,
All right, never mind.
I wasn't thinking about it being a weapon. I guess I could have used it actually as a spear, but whatever. No,
Listen,
probably
it's-
would have fell apart.
It's okay, guys, come on. I get it. You're not into art. It's okay.
Okay.
Not everyone's into art. We can't all be blessed with.
I guess on a art aside, how did you actually get the hot tub down here?
Listen, are you with me or not?
I mean, honestly, no. I'm not really convinced. I
Yes. But behind my back.
You're crossing your fingers for those of us at home.
I mean,
Podcast skills aren't developed. Sorry, folks.
I mean, I've been really loving all the exposition and great, and I think you've done a good job of building pathos for your character, but I'm really down to just skip to the fight scene at this point. I mean, if it's okay with you. I don't know.
Jovial, we don't know how to get this tub out of here.
Yeah, that's fucking nerd talk for later. Come on. I want to fucking see this guy's insides already.
This tub's probably really heavy.
I'm sure the mayor can help you get it out.
Like all
Says
this.
me, Jimmy.
God.
So he sees you're not gonna fucking work with him on this, and so he yells out, "All right, I gave you a chance." And he yells out, "Lupos, come!" And from far deep into the cave, and growing louder, you just hear really loud footfall, like boom, 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 boom. And then from the darkness comes something that looks similar to those little ghost dogs, but it's fucking enormous. It is perhaps 15 feet tall, and it looks a little different than the other ones. It's almost all body. It's got little arms and little tiny legs. It's kind of like a big fat bally T-Rex of black smoke monster thing. And it's the same sort of deal. It just has a big mouth.
Guys, I think Anytown, USA is secretly located on the Lost Island. I think we're dealing with the smoke monster from Lost.
It's just the smoke monster from Lost. You got me. So Lupos, the big ghost dog or whatever.
Way the samurai.
That's right. He kind of comes up and then he just awaits an order. And Skinner goes, "Protect the tub from these intruders." So then Lupos stands over the tub and opens his mouth. So when he opens his mouth, it opens impossibly wide. And he uses his mouth to fucking scoop up the tub in his mouth. And then in a flash, he's invisible.
Oh.
Huh.
And you can kind of sort of see the shimmer of him.
Well, I guess we figured out how he got the tub out of town.
And the mystery is solved, but there's a battle to happen.
Oh shit, it's like that badass movie with its amazing special effects, Predator.
That's right, says Skinner. It's just like that. Skinner takes another tree and makes another claw arm on his other hand. And he fucking charges at you, Jovial.
Okay, cool.
You're in the lead.
From the front of the line.
Okay, I whoosh my sword and I rush to meet him.
All right, that's a fucking big ass kick ass.
And I bellow as I charge forth, Lucy, I'm home!
That's my line. I got the rocket launcher, you fucker.
Okay, though that is a 12.
All right, so what extra fucking quirk do you want?
I will minimize the counterattack. I'll reduce the damage by, what is it, -1?
Yeah, so okay. I'll say with a 12, you fucking... God, my voice hurts now. It's not an easy
You chose
voice.
it.
I leaned too hard in. So he's coming at you, fucking Wolverine claws at the ready. You take your flaming sword and we'll say you kind of angle it in such a way that you block both of these, and then you push him back, slicing into his fucking kind of body and a little bit. You push him back, but he's on. It's fucking. That's a fire sword, so it burns and it hurts.
It's burned his eyebrows off.
Yeah. And you hit him for, I guess, the 3 harm.
3 harm.
Yeah, 3 fucking harm. He's pretty harmed by that attack, and you don't take any damage because you've braced him away from yourself.
Sweet.
Who's up next?
So maybe one of us should rescue Charlie. I don't know. Maybe.
He's your friend.
You know, murder makes the best rescue, I find.
All right, Shax, you fight the invisible monster with the impossibly large mouth that we probably can't kill anyways, and I'll save Charlie. Deal? Break. So
I guess this is a deal.
do I need a roll to get Charlie out of the metal chair?
So I'll say you go up, you run up to him. How do you want to go about getting him out? I guess because he's in there pretty good, and it's like metal. It's not quite the same as the fucking Rick job that
Shitty cage.
Yeah, like it's like smaller, and like there's not really a lot of sort of wiggle room.
All right.
So what would you like to do? I mean, you could certainly kind of get him out of harm's way.
Yeah, I'll just pick him up and
try and move him towards
or
the
just,
stairs or whatever.
Lean it back and drag him.
All right. He says, "You can't." All right. So he's gonna be pretty safe now, and you're both now a little bit away from the battle. Shax?
I guess I'm gonna look at what's that?
Also, now you can probably fire rockets more easily without random civilians.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if I just launch a rocket at this thing, am I gonna damage the tub?
You don't know the answer to that.
That's what I was concerned about. So I guess I look around to try to see the shimmer, because how big is this cave?
I mean, we'll say it's about 20 feet tall. I mean, it goes pretty deep, but you haven't. I mean, you can still hear it, and it doesn't sound like you run away or anything.
So I guess I pull out my shotgun and look for a shimmer. I don't know how to play this one out.
Yeah.
Act under pressure to see if I can
Maybe
find the shimmer.
Or you can shoot Skinner in the ass.
I almost feel like this is a.
I mean, Jovial's handling him pretty well.
He is rolling 12s.
My concern is if we kill Skinner. Like, if we kill Skinner and we don't down this dog just might run off with the tub.
That's a legit fear.
Yeah, this is a weird thing because I kind of feel like I want you to roll sharp, but you're not reading a bad situation.
I mean,
I don't really know how that works.
I mean, you could. You could, I mean, like, the basic die mechanic can apply to almost anything. You know, you could say, like, you could use it as sort of a custom situation, you know, like 10 up,
Yeah.
it's a success.
Yeah, we'll keep the numbers. Just roll sharp to see if you see him.
Okay, sure. Was good. I don't remember.
And that'll
two.
just sort of be a free action, and then you can decide what you want to do from there.
Okay. 6 + 2 is 8.
You get a sense of where it might be because it's kind of shifting back and forth.
Okay.
It's kind of, it hasn't really moved too far from the pedestal area.
And how far away am I from that?
I'd say maybe 10 feet. Like they're having their battle about 5 feet away from you, in between the pedestal and the yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot in the direction. I'm gonna take a shotgun shot at the towards the pedestal.
Okay.
And try to see what fucking damage this does. Hopefully not to the tub.
All right, let's kick some ass.
That is 10 + 2, so 12.
Cool. What effect do you want to have?
Sorry, what was forward again? That's a +1, like, to someone's roll.
Yeah.
It could be like to your next roll, or I think you can give it to somebody else.
Okay. I'll give +1 roll to Jovial. Or +1 forward to Jovial.
Okay. All right. So you shoot this thing, and it. So how do we do this? So you shoot this, and from the bullet wound, and it cries out in a big, loud fucking roar. And you can see a lot of that clear goo kind of splat on the ground from your shots. And in an unhappy, it is supremely unhappy about the situation. So it charges back at you, and it's fucking enormous. It sort of runs you over, like it doesn't step on you, but it charges at you and knocks you down.
It bowls me over.
We'll say for just for one harm, just because it didn't squish you.
Okay.
But if it had, that might be it because it's enormous. Yeah, Joviel, how do you? We'll go with you next. How about?
Oh, I will continue to like duel with Skinner. I forgot his name. I totally forgot his name. I'll continue to duel with him.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay, that's 6, 8, and 9. So yeah, it's a 9 total.
Okay. So yeah, that. Yeah. Okay. So you get into another clash. It looks fucking badass. Because you both have very cool weapons.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Like in that movie that I don't know if it's out yet.
You
mean Star Wars?
That's right. Says everyone. Yeah. So you kind of just have another round of kind of hits and blocks with him, and you deal 3 more damage to him, and he actually hits you now, and he deals 2. Oh god, no. He's got like sweet web. He's gonna deal 3 damage to you.
Oh, that's sweet damage. Oh. Okay, I'm pretty beat at this point.
Okay, Bjorn.
You only took 2 off that, right?
Yeah, but
Did you use your forward actually?
Huh?
Did you get your?
I did.
Okay,
that was
okay.
with the forward. Yeah.
Ooh, thank God I did.
Yeah. No, it definitely helped.
It's, I guess, Mighty Morphin Bear time. And guess I'll go help out Joviel.
Okay.
And too late to do a help out. So yeah, can I just attack Skinner?
Yeah. Do you have you don't have any special attack moves or anything?
I just can bite.
Yeah, that's it. You have, isn't that like a... Never mind. I thought.
All right, so it would just be kick some ass with your teeth. You're trying.
Kick some ass.
Bite some ass.
Bite some ass is what we're gonna do.
All right.
Potentially while he's distracted, maybe. Can I sneak up?
No, I mean he's pretty.
You're a pretty big boy.
Oh no!
Whoa.
All right, so he sees you coming.
These dice are bad.
Teeth and gnashing. Has a snake eyes, I believe.
Yep.
For those of us at home.
Not good.
And he kind of side eyes you from his immediate clash with Joviel, and slashes his sword as you're coming, knocking you backwards and dealing you 3. Or I'm sorry, not his sword, but he doesn't have a sword. He has his slashy claws. So he deals 3 damage to you, or 3 harm. And you are knocked back. And it is not looking super good.
Can I use luck at any point?
Yeah, if you want to use luck in this game, it's a little easier since it's short. But if you would rather use luck on that roll, I suppose that's fine, because you can just change it to a 12.
Oh. I don't. God. It seems like cheating.
You only get 7 in the lifetime of your character.
All right, let's be lucky.
All right. So
Well, rest of the night's gonna go easy, boy.
So instead of what I just said, you surprise him and you bite him right on the fucking ass. How much damage do your teeth do?
3.
Yeah, so you fucking bite his fucking asshole, like, right the fuck off.
Oh.
He's like, ah, shit, my fucking ass. Oh, God.
Oh, God. A fate worse than death.
And maybe you eat it. I don't know. Whatever you want.
That's his role-playing choice.
Yeah.
Don't take that away from him.
Whatever you decide to do.
The human ham.
Rum bros.
Maybe there was cocaine in there. Who knows?
Now this fucking square wasn't.
All right, so he's now doing very fucking poorly. So he takes a defensive, like he's raising that white flag. He's got his hands up. He's like, whoa, oh my God, my butt, and all of you are way fucking tougher than I thought. All right, I give the fuck up. My God, Jesus Christ!
All right, you little anarchist, give back the hot tub.
Take it, my Jesus Christ, Lupos. And Lupos fucking goes, bleh, and he just spits it back out. But he's still invisible, so you just see the tub kind of materialize out of nowhere.
Gross.
So now that I know where the dog is,
Yes.
and as I see the tub hit the ground,
Yes.
I'm gonna shoot the fucker with a rocket launcher.
All right. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna take your role playing choice away from you, but this seems like a really good time for a one-liner.
Jovial stole my thunder.
Is that what you say as you shoot him?
maybe
That'd be pretty cool too.
Who's that dog the Russians set up that died?
Laika?
Wow.
Good night, sweet prince.
Or it's like, I like you a lot. And then,
I got nothing good.
All right.
Time to put this bad dog to sleep.
Hang on. I'm working on this.
Look, just chill out for a second. Okay, he's got it.
Yeah,
He's working through it.
tomorrow you get a text, Jimmy.
Jimmy, I didn't come in ADR my life. Having my only sign of the apocalypse so far having been Judgment Day from that wonderful movie, The Terminator. I straddle my rocket launcher on my shoulder and go, hasta la vista, baby.
Good enough.
Good enough. 13.
Good enough. All right, you fucking fire a rocket into the fucking direction of this thing. It happens to open its mouth at just the wrong fucking moment. Rocket goes into his mouth.
For the record, I'm also going to inflict terrible harm on this thing.
Yeah, yes you fucking are. And it just explodes. in goo and black smoke and fucking nonsense. And the room is now covered with fucking goopy, translucent garbage. And shrapnel, also. A little bit. Woo!
Skinner had sunglasses, right?
He did.
I grab him off his face and put him on me.
Hey!
Your stupid dogs made me break mine earlier.
Well, I'm sorry.
Apology fucking accepted. Now we're taking the tub, and we're actually how are we gonna do that? Do you have a phone? Do you?
I have a landline.
That's gonna have to be good enough.
Is there another type of phone?
I think they're only landlines at this point.
We cut to 20 minutes later.
Okay.
You've called the mayor.
Yes.
And the police are there. You're all in this fucking bat cave. And the mayor walks, and Stanley's there too. And fucking Cole rolls his eyes. Stanley's like, I help the most.
I just walk up to Bjorn and hand him my shotgun, and I'm like, "You do you, brother."
So the mayor comes up and he's like, "Good work, boyos. You really nabbed the tub on this one."
That is literally true. That is not a turn of phrase. That is literally a thing that happened.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh, all right. Well, as promised. Oh God, what did I even promise you?
Mayorship.
Lots of cocaine. I mean, snow. I mean, fake snow. I mean, Wink. Stanley, you didn't hear any of that.
Stanley says. Stanley, he does the movement where he fucking like zips his lip, but that's not the right thing to do. And everyone notices.
Good man, Stanley. Good man. I've lost a lot of blood.
Yes, we'll get you all to a secret hospital soon. But here, you all, and he has a mayoral sash that he wears with him at all times. And he's like, all right,
He's not
boys.
doing coke.
All right, boys, huddle in close now.
I oblige.
And he fucking puts the sash over all three of your necks. You three get to be mayor for a day.
Cool. That means we can't be arrested for any crimes, right?
That's right.
Baller.
Sweet.
And the mayor and the police get the tub back to its rightful place, and you've all stopped any town Mageddon.
Yay!
Until next time.
Probably in the 90s.
Once a decade.
Them's the rules.
Gonna be reminiscent on the time I blew up a dog.
Well, thank you very much, Jimmy. That was very fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I feel bad that it's run so late. I told Kyle, like, I think we can get it done. And it's almost 11, so I apologize.
No, it came together beautifully.
For the record, I spend my day soaking in the hot tub.
Whoa.
Oh, with your mayoral, yeah. You don't get to do that as a civilian.
Nope.
No.
Or as a monster.
I've never gotten to enjoy this tub, so I'm taking my day to enjoy it. Naked.
We'll cap off. What do you do as Mayor Bjorn? What do you do as co-mayor? Mayor.
Co-mayor. Anybody pick on you in high school while you were in chess club?
Skinner's already missing his.
You want to fuck with him in prison?
No, he's doesn't have a.
He's
anything.
assless now.
There's nothing there to want.
Eat the other side.
You get to take your wet cocaine wherever you want. No one's gonna stop you. All right, Joviel, how about you? Cap us
Okay.
off.
I steal a Harley Davidson motorcycle. I get one of those top hats like fucking Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm.
I drink champagne out of a boot, and I try to pick up chicks.
Sounds like a great day.
Why a boot?
Why not?
Okay.
Good enough. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this experimental fucking quick dip halfies or whatever we're gonna do.
Whatever the hell.
Halfies that end up being twice as long as the quick tips from the main show.
Lately.
What have you done?
My fucking god.
It's already.
Was it? You unscrewed it.
We're never inviting you back. Oh my god.
It's just falling into
His
more
mic's
pieces.
fucking genius over here has disassembled. He's field stripped his mic stand.
All right, hold on.
Oh my god.
We'll just end the podcast. I've been Jimmy.
I've been Brian.
I'm Colt.
And I'm Kyle.
Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.
If we can just reassemble what we've been broken.
We might be one person down next time.
Wow, wasn't that super great and without any references to sounding? It was, and it was good.
What if there are?
Well, let's hope there's not for this mystery segment.
Welcome to Brian's Sounding Corner. All of your sounding needs covered by me, Brian, sounding expert of the internet.
I'm Brian, and I'm sounding off.
No, seriously, there's one in me right now.
Sounding off and getting off.
Guys, please stop.
Please. You sound like Mark Zuckerberg. Senator, please.
Please. Anyway, that was the PJC cast for another week. That was our quick dip episode. I think the last one for a little while, probably.
The next episode you hear will be, it'll just be a normal one.
It'll be probably a normo.
And Dane will have, he's just stayed. He's not going anywhere.
He will not have left for Fishtown for like 6 weeks. So join us next. Seamless. But if you do have any Would You Rathers for us, please send them to the PJCcast@gmail.com and tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast.
Please.
You can also find us all over the internet if you Google the PJC Cast, especially Facebook. We like Facebook because we're addicted.
You just love giving away all your data.
I love it. It's my fetish. I have to get off by every night.
You like your data getting violated.
That's right. I actually ask Mark Zuckerberg to sell as much of my data as possible.
Please, sell more of it.
I fill out every questionnaire they ask me to. And then I come up with some of my own. Anyway, for another week. My name's Dane.
My name's Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And that... Oh, sorry. Who was your name? What was your name?
I'm Zappa.
That's right. I was good.
Jerk.
And what do you got going, Zappa?
You can find my podcast in Media Tres. We're on Podbean and iTunes.
Yeah. Take a listen to them. They're great. They have funny stuff. And they got, like, poignant stuff, too, where they break shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have opinions about things.
Yeah, you
We
do.
sometimes think about them.
And the puns.
Yeah,
Puns
there's a lot of those.
There's a lot of puns. So if you like puns, go do that. But, yeah, for another week, have a good night and get home safe. We're released from this briny prison.
Finally, I'm free.
Free to wind blow. Anyway, let's stop.